here. I'm actually in the kitchen right now.
So if I got to a bank, I could withdraw whatever.
No, you'd have to withdraw. You'd have to call for money to Telegram or something. Depends on which bank. It's not like banks how you think today.
Would it work over phone?
Yeah,
though?
that's what I'm asking though, because I don't want to get an edge that gives me a lot of money, but I can't actually access any of the money. So I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, wouldn't there be checkbooks in this age and time?
Oh yeah, like I've seen Jack.
You can, yeah. That a lot of people did IOUs because you're extremely wealthy. If they know who you are, if your company gets huge, then of course they're gonna take your IOU.
The thing is like, how are you gonna get filthy rich all of a sudden just by getting XP?
No, he has a business.
I know that. It's just like RP wise, it just seems kind of weird.
You could say that his business started booming in the background. Yeah, while he was gone.
Yeah, I don't want to pick the skill if I'm not unable to actually access any of the money.
It just takes a while to get to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you will, but depending on where you're at, it might take like a week or something.
Did they have wire back then, like wire communication?
But it was based on who you are, so people would know who you are, and if they trust you and they trust that you're good for the money because you have a wealthy business, then they will loan you quote unquote money.
The only movie I know to like watch for reference is Django Unchained, but Quentin Tarantino kind of goes like
that's like East Coast, dude.
You can get filthy rich. It's just as long as we get to a bank.
Yeah, let's just say that, because you're gonna borrow money from the bank, in which turn your business will pay off.
And if you can't pay it off, then they're gonna hunt your ass.
Yeah, then they'll send bounty hunters to kill your ass.
I guess I make enough money right now, so... I just didn't want to pick a feat I can't use.
Yeah, we get that.
So, we continue?
Yeah, we continue. Everyone's good, right?
E.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys feast well that night.
And, can you assume that I was in the water for like an hour?
Gonna bless
No.
our food.
You actually died. No, yeah, you're in the water. Okay.
Do we have to get rid of our trail rations now?
Yes. So when you go to
Marlon,
bless the food, they're all jacked up.
Can I ask the Lord to bless our food in hopes to cure the curse?
And go ahead and roll a faith check.
Also, do we have any extra cooked meat?
Does it help with food that's already like gone bad?
Well, it's possible the extra cooked meat might not have gone bad. Food goes bad faster when it's not cooked.
No, I meant the
You
faith part.
you pray for the food not to go bad. I'm gonna say this is the night before. In the morning, all the food has gone bad except for one hamburger. The holy
I'll
hamburger.
take it. Thank you, Lord.
What about Marion and his survival roll?
He didn't do anything with it. You guys
All right,
feasted. Survival is for hunting.
Yeah, we didn't hunt last night. We just ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I know.
it's morning now. We can hunt.
It's
All
not.
right.
It's not just hunting. It's knowing how to find food. That includes the plants,
He
insects.
didn't roll. He's
Yeah,
not
but
doing
we
that
didn't
yet.
do that last night. We feasted last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
So,
do it now.
as you guys wake up in the morning, Guy McGuy, you wake up and you look, and so you guys were like resting, kind of like in the shade of a tree next to the river, and when the first thing you notice when you wake up is there's the hanging Indian on top of the tree, dead. He hung himself with the rope last night.
Well, that solves one problem.
Damn, Stone Cold. Alright, so everyone wakes up and they all notice the body.
Hey, yeah, what you do while we sleeping?
Do we know about what time he has died?
He has the body cold or anything? Go check the body.
I'm going to go examine the body.
Yeah,
Why would he kill
I'll cut
himself
down.
instead
I'll cut
of-
down the rope.
Why would he kill himself instead of just running away?
So he's been dead for a while. Probably, well, not a while relatively. So he's been dead for, I'm gonna say like 5 hours.
Oh, how much rope did I lose from that?
Well, you can still get the rope back.
How much rope did you have actually?
I had 50 feet of rope.
I say you lost 10 feet rope.
Well, it may have been
So
5 hours, but
what you do notice, Dutor, is that he was able to cut the rope that was attached to him with a sharp rock that he found. And then he used the rope to kill himself.
Damned fool! Why'd you go do something like this? As I'm cutting him down, I'm just mumbling to myself.
because he's stupid. Foreigners are stupid.
I just like glare at him.
Me too.
I do a little prayer to the Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Are you guys gonna bury the body or just leave it out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bury it with my one arm. I take out my shovel, start digging.
Alright, Dutor. You're going this 7 days to die style where you just start digging the ground with a shotgun, shooting bullets into the earth.
No, I have a shovel.
I
Okay,
say
okay.
we throw him in the hole and see what happens.
You guys could.
Does this guy have any distinct markings on him, like tattoos?
Oh yeah, I have
No.
if you guys didn't know, I'm wearing a sombrero and a poncho.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm fucking digging. I have a shovel, so I'm digging him because my backstory is a miner. So
So no, like nothing that we could strip off him that has like any insignia.
His skin. You could take off his skin if you want.
Ugh.
don't let Chris get close to it. He'll just turn it into carpet and wrap it around his arms.
Exactly. Extra armor.
Okay, then I look at Ina, and I point at like the skin or a tattoo. You said he has a tattoo, right?
No, only the other guy had tattoos.
Okay, never mind then. Then I retract my finger and I say never mind.
What are you doing, Maitland? Let the dead lie.
Okay. Guy McGuy, you do remember that some places do pay for Indian scalps.
Well, before we bury him, let's take his scalp.
I'm gonna try to persuade him not to.
What do you say?
I kind of.
Sir,
Okay,
you
go ahead.
shouldn't defile the dead. Let them rest in peace.
I say, guy, I'm with the doc on this. That's going a little too far. I mean, we're about to hit the ghost mining capital of the world, and you want to farm scalps?
Hey, money's money, whether it's a scalp or a piece of paper.
Hey, yeah, stupid cowboy man always worry about money.
Chris, what do you think about this?
He's a fish, he
I-
just does O's with his mouth.
Guess I just
He blows
prefer not
bubbles.
to.
Okay, so that's Chris's opinion. How about Ina?
Wait, what was Chris's opinion? I couldn't hear it.
He prefers not to.
I imagine Chris just kind of like, you know how crabs like blow bubbles out their mouth.
Just a-
whenever he's talking, his bubbles are coming out.
Alright, Ina, they're about to scalp an Indian person for money.
Well, I am. Everyone else seems to not want him.
Yeah, exactly.
If this will help us in the long run, fine. I'll just look away.
Cold-blooded, +1 renegade.
It's like one of those bubble things. It's like those things where the voice is in the bubble. And when it pops, you just hear the words come out.
Yeah.
You heard what your group had to say, Guy McGuy. What do? You do it anyways?
Well, are they gonna stop me physically?
I don't know, are they?
Tried
Yeah.
to persuade you. I rolled the die.
No, we're not gonna do checks on this. This is all roleplay.
Okay, I'll head over with my knife. If someone stops me, then they stop me.
Alright, I'm going to try to stop him.
I'll put my shovel out and block the knife. I'm like, guy, you go too far.
Is it really? Is it really?
Let him rest in peace. He has gone to heaven.
Hey, he doesn't serve the same gods you do.
Thomas have gods?
True. They have their mountain gods or whatever the fuck, or nature gods.
If anything, he may even get better with the gods if I scalp him. Could be some sort of honorific.
The dead don't deserve this desecration.
Like I said, different gods.
So I step up next to the doctor and I go, guy, we gonna have some words if you gonna scalp this engine here. We gonna bury him. I'm gonna bury him. And we gonna move on.
Fine, if you want to waste your lousy time doing that.
Yeah, would like to move on.
Alright. So you guys end up burying the body. No scalp. Everyone loses 100 gold.
I don't have gold. I have dollars.
Alright. So you bury the engine, but you guys can go back to the hole because you remember where it is.
By the
We
way,
can or can't.
You can. You can.
I knew it. I knew we missed our shot. All right, that was out of character, by the way.
By the way, who still has my shotgun?
No, I
Me.
said you can. You can go back to the hole.
I still have it.
Oh,
No,
you
you
can.
have a
Okay.
rifle.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's the I think that's the closest landmark. I say, well, shall we go check out that hole that we saw earlier? Ghost rocks awaiting, and then if we're not doing anything else, while we're headed over there, I'm just gonna keep a constant lookout for anything edible.
Yeah, it's an hour distance, so let's do the survival thing while we're headed over.
Damn it, Yanni, you missed it. I thought you were gonna say, well, I guess down on the old dusty trail.
Oh, my God.
Oh god.
Okay, so Yanni, just to be clear, Yanni, you have a shotgun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Where are the skills for survival? What page is that?
Just click on my character sheet and
It's
hit the
under
buttons.
smarts. It allows them to find food, water, or shelter in hostile environments. You can only make one roll per day.
I think a success is enough food for one person, and a raise is enough
This
food
one.
for 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check. Damn, your survival sucks though.
What the fuck are these? What the hell are these?
Oh,
Look at that.
That's 2
Suck
races.
my ass.
Okay, Guy McGuy and Dutor are able to find enough food for 10 people. So that is... I'm not gonna worry too much about your mounts. I know it says 2 people, but you're able to find enough food for everyone for the rest of the day. Food and water.
Plus the mounts.
Yay.
Plus the mounts, yeah. See,
Okay.
good thing Guy has survival too, otherwise it would have been like really awkward. Because there wouldn't be enough food to go around.
Me and Guy are walking from the dusty trail. with a bunch of rabbits in our back on our backs and stuff. And then we kind of stop. I look at Guy, and Guy looks at me, and we jump up and do the Anchorman.
Wow. No, actually, you guys don't have rabbits. What you did, you found feces, and in the feces there are berries in there, and there's enough poop to go around for everyone.
Same thing. we do the Anchorman. Yeah.
These berries are still good.
Mission
yeah.
complete.
Hey, yeah, what's that smell? What you guys find?
Smells like rabbits.
Maylin, just wait till tonight. Whoo! I could make some good hooch out of this.
You know, yeehaw and whatever. So let's proceed.
I don't like what.
So do we make it to the? Do we make it to the hole yet?
Yeah. So you guys get to the hole, and when you guys are about maybe about 100 feet from the hole. And
Is this hole in a mountain or is it's just going down in the
it's
ground?
into the ground. The area you're at, it's relatively flat, and it just goes into the ground.
Is there a path or anything or something that looks like we can climb down? Can I actually? I'll go. I'll peer over the edge.
You can have to walk to it and peer over the edge to see.
So
All right,
yeah.
so you guys go and Dutor, you guys walk up to this huge hole. I'm gonna say this hole. Just imagine a football field, and then the hole goes into the ground. So you guys get to the hole, and Dutor peers over the edge, and what you see is it's a fairly huge hole, and the light shines into it. It's dark all around inside the hole, but where the light shines through, you see railroad tracks.
See that, Maitland? See that down there? Them's railroad tracks. Your people might be down there. Dutor's right. Dutor knows what he's talking about.
I pull up the Gatling rifle and I say, "Okay, let's go take a look."
All right. Does anyone have rope?
I go,
Have
atta girl,
rope.
Maitland. Yeah, I got rope too.
All right.
50 feet.
All right. So you guys tie up some rope. I'm assuming you tie up your mounts.
Yeah.
You guys descend into the hole, and when you guys finally hit the ground, I'm gonna say it's about 50 feet high. You finally hit the ground. It's pitch black everywhere except for where the light comes in from.
I can see in the dark.
Except for Dutor. So who else can see in the dark? Does anyone else see in the dark?
I'm Chinese, I can't see.
I have a lantern.
Racist.
To see if he could help me
Uh,
see through the dark.
Wait, what
This
did
will be up to you, Marlon,
what did Doc
but-
say?
Wait, one at a time.
I guess I'll.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I'll go last.
This will be up to you. Technically, I'm Atlantean. I don't get a vision bonus, but I mean, it gets pretty dark in the sea, so that's up to you. Whether I can see well or
Let's
not.
Say
Only
no.
water should work.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
You probably get like echolocation, like dolphins.
Just checking.
Maybe it only works in the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't work on land right now. All right, next. Who's next?
Guy pulls out his lantern.
All right, Guy has light.
I
He
also
was
have a lantern.
prepared. All right, so was Chris. So you guys pull out your lanterns. Who else? Anyone else?
I don't
I don't need it. I'm actually gonna go a little bit further ahead of the party. I'm gonna try to act as a scout.
All right, since they're holding their lanterns with one hand, I'm free to use two hands and hold my Gatling gun rifle.
Yeah, I try to stay in the shadows as opposed to in the light with them holding the shit.
All right, Ina. How about you?
Yeah, I stay close with the lanterns.
Wait, is the hole deep?
It's 50
Yeah,
feet
it's like
deep.
50 feet deep.
Yeah.
It's like I could have provided sniper fire from above, but my range is not that good.
Do you know there's a Gatling gun in here? I think you have the wrong
I
weapon.
got Gatling rifle. I couldn't find Gatling gun.
There's a Gatling gun right here.
Who shot me?
My bad. I thought I threw on the tracker thing. I was casting light on
He's like,
On an
Dutor starts sneaking in the dark. The doctor shoots Dutor in the ass.
Dutor dies.
I'm sorry, I thought you were a deer.
I
was
can't
praying to the Lord Jesus Christ to give me powers to light up my
Dutor's
path.
ass now glows, and he has to walk backwards.
I can't find Gatling gun. Where is that? What'd you find it under? Is it under items? Because I looked under library.
Oh, the weapon you're using is actually this. It's called a steam Gatling.
You should just put the appropriate weapon in his inventory.
Yeah,
I
I'll
found
do
it.
that.
I'll take care of that.
You must use its full rate of fire every time you fire.
4? Oh shit! Wow.
All right. So, okay, yeah. So when you guys enter the tunnel, you can see the tunnel goes from east to west. But when you go east, it's blocked off, and then when you go west, it goes down. into the
Blocked
earth
off by what?
by rubble.
Like, can we go over the rubble, or is it
No,
filling
it's
up?
like filled up.
Oh, alright.
We only have one place to go, so I'll start sneaking towards there. Sneaking, or I'm attempting to sneak.
Hey, can you put my ear to the rail, see if I can hear anything?
It doesn't say what kind of ammo this uses. Oh wait, found it.
All right. You put your ear to the rail and you don't hear anything, except you don't feel anything except for the cold touch of steel. All right, so you guys start traveling west, and then about half an hour later, you guys are traveling for half an hour. You start to hear distant sounds of like machinery and digging from the west.
Okay.
And as
I
you hear
kind of,
this- Go ahead.
yeah, I kind of motion towards the others until they can see me, and I point in the direction where I hear the thing, and I know, I don't say anything. I just do this all with hand motions.
All right, so you guys see Dutor pointing up ahead. And you guys can all hear machinery and like digging up ahead. But then suddenly you hear an explosion, a distant explosion, but from behind you.
What do I see?
Nothing, but you hear an explosion behind you, somewhere down the tunnel. And the explosion came from the east, and the sounds of digging came from the west.
Say we keep going closer to digging. Well, that's what Dutor wants to do.
Do we see any lights? I mean, if we hear digging, it should be all lit up.
You don't see anything yet.
Say we head towards the digging. Because that explosion either fucked our escape route or, all that rubble there was blown away.
I can't figure out the ammunition for the steam Gatling.
Don't worry about the ammunition. You're not gonna get more of it.
Okay.
Because that's an experimental weapon. You have to order those bullets specifically.
You said I only had 12.
You have 8 now. Because you fired it once and you're supposed to use full ammo.
Okay.
Marlon, I used the aim mechanic wrong. You have to spend a full round only aiming to get the +2.
Damn, this shit's heavy.
Alright.
So let's keep going.
Let's see. Come on. That. Oh wow. All right. As you guys are walking west, Chris, you're the only person that notices, but you do see some small rocks tumble from the cave roof, and you feel slight vibration in your feet.
Okay. Move aside.
Just you? You're not gonna tell us? Okay.
All right, so Chris just walks to the side.
Oh,
And
I'll
then
let
there's
them
a-
know too. I just don't know the significance.
Okay, what do you say?
I hear rocks tumbling above us.
That sounds like rocks are gonna drop on us, so I think you would probably say that with more emphasis.
No, just say it like monotone. Hey guys, rocks are falling. Better look out.
Yeah.
All I hear is rocks tumbling and the ground vibrating. I'll just let them know that.
All right, so he lets you guys know, like, oh, there's some minor vibrations.
Did you say it in my good ear or my bad ear? Do I hear it? Actually, I'm kind of away from them, so I don't
Yeah.
know if I hear it.
You don't hear it, Dutor.
Because he's not yelling it, and he's mumbling it.
Well, why would I yell it? It would echo and people would hear.
Okay, so if you're not yelling it, let's. You know what? Let's say who is this? Okay, the only person that hears it is Maylin. You kind of whisper it, Chris. Hey, there's something rumbling.
I didn't whisper it. I mean, we're in a giant tunnel, and
Okay, so how do you say it then? So I know what's going on.
I say it in a regular voice. I don't scream it though. I mean, like I said, we're in a tunnel. Your voice carries in a tunnel.
Okay, so you say it. Everyone hears it except for Dutor. All right, and after you almost after you immediately say it, you see lights coming up from behind you, from the east, and then the rumbling gets stronger.
Oh, I should probably shout, move away from the tracks.
All right, so Chris says, "Move away from the tracks."
Guy's gonna sprint towards Dutar and kind of shove him into the wall if he can.
It's a white cavern.
Yeah, is it wide? Oh shit, we don't know. Like, how wide is the cavern? Will we not get hit by the train if we jump to the side?
You said
Alright.
that hole's pretty big. If the
Yeah,
hole's
it's pretty
pretty
big.
big,
It's pretty wide. So what happens is everyone is getting out of the way. You guys can hide behind like rocks and stuff on the side, on the left and right of the tunnel. Dutor is just like oblivious to this all, and he's just kind of walking. And then Guy McGuy runs over and he pushes Dutor out of the way. And Dutor, you kind of like stumble and you kind of hit the wall a little bit, but you just kind of like not hard. You don't hit it hard. You just kind of like push against the wall. And then after you push Dutor, Guy McGuy, you try to run off too, but your foot gets stuck in between the railroad tracks and you fall down. And up behind you, you see a huge train coming in fast.
Fuck.
Can I try to grab him? Try to grab him and pull him out of the way.
I don't know what to roll trying to get my foot straightened or out of the whatever.
All right, the Dutor's gonna try to pull it. So you guys have to act. Everyone gets one action. What do you do?
I'm going to pray to the Lord Jesus Christ to boost the traits of Dutor.
All right, go ahead and roll your faith. God, this. Oh wait, who's that? That's Dut. No, that's not Dutor.
He attacked me
Yes.
again.
attacked you.
Keep attacking me. Keep shooting me in the ass.
Ina, what do you do?
Is
Ina.
Oh, Ina. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I tried to like push him out of the way.
He's stuck in the thing.
Ah, crap.
You guys, you take a closer look. His some of the earth kind of like collapsed in between the railing, so his foot's stuck in there.
In between the dirt.
No, in between the two wooden panels. You know, railroad tracks.
Yeah.
So he's like in the middle of the track.
Is he like dangling?
Just
off
help
the
me
edge,
pull him
like
out.
like his foot. Like how far is he caught? Is it his foot, his ankle, what?
His foot all the way to his ankle.
Okay. All right. So I run. So he's caught underneath the wood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I. Oh wait, Ina. It's Ina still.
Yeah. You know what do you do?
Oh jeez. I use the shotgun to shoot at the wood he's stuck under to try to get him free.
Damn, you took my idea.
And,
All right,
what-
you see him pulling a shotgun out. What do you say, guy, my guy?
What the fuck you doing?
Don't worry, this should work.
Go ahead and roll like you're attacking him.
Oh,
Roll
On
a
the
shooting.
combat tracker, yeah.
the shooting
Yeah.
into chat.
No, into him.
If you roll a 1, you're gonna hurt him.
All right, so that's a hit. So go ahead and roll the damage on his character.
Wait, why is it doing damage to his character?
Just do it.
Oh wait, did I have to roll the Winchester one?
You're using the shotgun, right? Just use the shotgun.
he's got a whatever. You're using a shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled shooting, not the shotgun.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
the damage now.
The thing that
The
you
shooting
roll-
doesn't matter.
yeah,
Yeah,
the thing
you're
It's
fine.
fine. It doesn't matter. They're the same thing.
Oh right, okay.
So let's roll the
Roll the
dice.
damage. Yeah. Nice.
Sorry.
You're like, don't worry, this should work. And he just goes, "Psh," and then you just feel the pellets go into your shoe. You're just like, ah, my foot. So your foot's like bleeding profusely, but it gets you out of the track.
Someone grab him! Someone grab him!
I was already pulling them.
Oh right.
All right. So after it blows the track off of Guy McGuy, you guys both stumble off the rails, and then you get out of the way just in time, as the train just goes whoosh, and just goes right past you guys. It's going super fast. And okay, so Dr. Nash, as it goes past, you notice that it has a logo on it, and it says Wasatch, like it's a company, and then after a couple seconds, the train goes by.
Am I familiar with this logo?
No.
So I say, what company is that? I've never seen it before, but it said Wasatch?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you how it's spelled.
Does Detour know?
Does May know?
I've never heard of this company before. Have any of you?
All right. Everyone, roll a smarts check.
All right, my best stat.
Can I roll a Chinese related knowledge check instead?
No, you cannot.
I get a -2 to my smarts checks.
You know what? I got shot in the fucking foot, so I'm probably holding my leg, screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like sitting there, like pondering, like I wonder what this means. You just have Guy McGuy like, ah!
Hey, what's Wasatch?
I run to Guy McGuy and try to heal him too.
Wait, stop screaming! I can't think.
Yeah, everyone's just like, they got their hands on their head. They're like, what does it mean? And then Guy McGuy's like, ah!
Shut up, stupid cowboy man! I cannot think right now.
We're trying
I'll
to
help.
learn about something here.
I can't. Oh no, I can't. I can't help. Can't help them heal because I'm not trained in it.
Can I try doing Guy McGuy right now?
Go ahead.
Doing him.
All right,
one.
you heal 1 wound. So Guy McGuy, you're at -1.
I didn't add +2 to that for my
Yeah.
faith.
What was that?
So that was my faith for asking Jesus Christ to help heal him.
Oh, okay. So he
There's back and
starts
full.
healing your. He's wrapping your leg with bandages, but it heals faster, almost immediately, like it was magical.
So is that a 3 or a 5?
That's a 5. All right, guy, you actually you're like, what the hell? You can actually stand now.
Is
So-
he at full
Completely
now?
healed.
Yeah, he's
Did-
Yeah, he's completely healed.
Did any of us pass the knowledge check?
Let's see.
Always
I
supposed
got
to
a
roll
9.
All right, so May, Chris, and
And
Ina.
Vitor.
You know that it's some kind of mining company.
Wait, what are we supposed to roll on? Like, what was the target?
Smarts.
Huh?
This is a raise. So, you guys know it's some kind of mining company, and Chris, because of your background, you know that they're a pretty big mining company, with connections to a famous engineer called Hellstrom, Dr. Darius Hellstrom.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know who that guy is.
Dr. Darius Hellstrom is like a guy who builds experimental robots.
Robots. All right, are you gonna tell it? Are you gonna tell the group, or are you gonna keep it to yourself?
Yeah, I can tell the group that.
Is he nefarious or a good guy or?
Yeah, I'm trying
He's
to...
famous. Yeah, seems fine. I mean, it's like what you guys think of Bill Gates and stuff. I mean, is he a good guy? I don't know.
Basically, I need enough information to know whether I should blow up the train tracks or not.
I mean, he's a businessman like you.
But we're
Is he-
not in competition?
No, because you're like cornering the fishing market. He's a miner. Although, unless you want to expand into the mining trade, depends how capitalistic you are.
I'll save my dynamite for now.
So what do you say?
No, what Marlon said.
Basically explains to you that this is a mining company that owns these railroads, and they have connections to Dr. Darius Hellstrom. It doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't own this company, but he does.
No, I just thought Chris was gonna roleplay the conversation.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when Marlon explains something to me, I kind of feel like a parrot repeating everything he says.
Yeah, but
let-
you
want your
repeat it
paraphrasing.
in your like accent, your tone, and whatever. But that's it. That's your playstyle. If that's your playstyle, that's fine.
Okay, yeah. So that's what he explains.
Okay.
So, do we continue, or does somebody want to say something about that?
Yeah, I say, what's the guy's name again? Let me write this down in my notes.
Dr. Darius Hellstrom. You've heard of him, Dr. Nash, but he's not in the healing field.
Dr.
Yeah.
Darius Hellstrom, that mining company. That means there's Ghost Rock. I say we go in deeper.
That's how you spell it.
No, nothing. No comments.
No comments. Everyone's just like, "Ugh," they're just staring into the dark.
His
Like,
name sounds
zombies.
familiar. I know I've heard of him before.
I'm just waiting to go further into wherever we're going.
Guy, we're out here to make our riches. Ghost Rock is the way we do it. Darius is out here to get some Ghost Rock. I can feel it in my bones.
Well, let's keep going.
Alright, so with those excited words, you guys travel forward.
And
You guys
attaboy.
As you guys get closer going west, you start hearing the sound of work getting louder and louder and louder. It gets to the point where you guys can no longer communicate with each other without yelling.
Hey guys, I think we're getting closer.
What?
Dutor, you literally cannot hear anything anymore.
Yeah, but what do we see?
Is it still
Alright.
dark?
It's still dark. But as you get closer, you see there's a camp further down. But Guy McGuy, you notice, you almost missed it. To the right of the railroad tracks that you've been following this entire time, there is something on the side that you thought was a rock, but was actually a large pot-bellied stove-like thing.
I'll go check it out.
Alright, Dutor, you notice that Guy McGuy's approaching this pot-bellied thing that you also thought was a rock upon closer inspection. And you see a lot better than him, and so you see that it's like a circular pot-bellied looking thing with what looks to be a Gatling gun on its left side and a huge claw-like pincer arm on the right.
I don't say anything because I know I can't. I mean, I know no one can hear me, but you can see the look, the blood drain from Dutor's face as he realizes it's some kind of monstrosity, and you can just hear him say, his mouth move and spell out the words like, "What the fuck?" As I start see if I can make my way towards Guy in time to stop him from stirring the creature.
Alright. Actually, is there a way we can do this?
Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, because I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. I'm gonna spend the turn aiming.
Alright, so everyone sees Dutar pull out his pistol and he's aiming at the rock that Guy McGuy is walking towards. What do you do?
I guess pull out my pistol.
I know that Dutor can see in the dark now, so I aimed the Steam Gatling in that direction.
I aim the shotgun as well.
You guys know you're all aiming at the rock, but Guy McGuy's in front of you.
Oh no, it's fine. That's right. That's okay.
I yell, "Guy McGuy,
It's fine. I already
get
shot him.
down!"
Or you can just throw a rock at him.
Okay, Guy McGuy, you can faintly hear someone yelling at you from behind.
Okay, I'll look back and wonder why everyone has their gun pointed at me.
Damn, if I had another arm, I would basically use that other arm to be like, "Get down." But I only have one arm.
Like gesturing, like, "Get down! Get down now!"
Get to the ground.
Is that like what DJs do with their arm? Is like moved it up and down?
Can I
Alright.
hear this?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay, I'll dive to the side.
I said we all open fire, get the first shot on it while it's not paying attention. Maybe we could kill it in one round.
Well, I wouldn't know this, but from the sounds of it, it just sounds like a mech.
Alright, so Guy McGuy dives to the side. And Dr. Nash and Ina.
Well, I haven't fired yet. I'm just aiming because I thought he was gonna pull, call it out or whatever. Marlon made it sounded like it's like a creature. I don't know if it's a mech or not.
Dutor, now that you have a clear view as Guy McGuy dives out of the way, you recognize this thing in front of you from all the various ads you saw from the East Coast. You recognize it as Dr. Darius Hellstrom's amazing automatons. It's one of the advertised clockwork machines.
Do I know anything about it? Do I know like if it requires a pilot or if it's like program or code driven so that the autonomously attack, that kind of thing?
According to the ads, they're almost as smart as humans.
Okay, so they're fucking dangerous. Okay, so I mean, obviously it didn't notice us. I don't think I want to fight it because
I mean, it's literally staring at you guys.
Oh, but it hasn't done anything.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Um. So yeah, I mean, I turn to the group, and is it still loud as fuck?
Yeah, it's loud as fuck from further down the hall.
All right, so I need to communicate to them, but I'm probably gonna have to yell, and because I have to yell, I'm gonna yell at a couple of octets higher because I'm deaf. So I'm basically gonna say, that's an automaton. That shit runs by itself, but for whatever reason, it's not attacking us.
That's a what?
I go, and I speak slowly so Maylin can understand me. It's a machine.
Machine. All right. So while you guys are standing there, guy, while you're lying on the floor, you kind of look at it as you dive to the side. You notice that it is vibrating a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna look around. Are there any rocks that I can jump behind?
No, it's kind of like an open hall right now.
So it's an ominous vibration?
I mean, it's like vibrating. It's like an engine. When you have an engine on, it like vibrates.
Oh.
I guess you know it's on.
Is it? Does it look like it's on a tripod or something?
No, it looks like it's just placed there. It doesn't have any legs or anything like that.
I'm guessing
Toss
it
it.
could swivel somehow.
Possibly.
How
No,
heavy does it
none of you know enough about automatons to understand how it works, unless you like pull it apart.
Someone toss a pebble at it.
Well, is there an obvious barrel coming out from one side or another?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. There's a fucking minigun.
How heavy does it look?
It looks like the one Mei Ling's carrying around.
And it's fucking heavy.
How close am I to it?
You guys, I'm imagining you guys are kind of like around it right now. So you guys are pretty close.
Oh, we're around it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna flank it and push it on its side.
Like Portal. Gonna fall inside it to start shooting randomly.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, make noises.
Kind of.
Alright,
mean,
alright.
It's still
So-
there.
Place your hands against it and you push a little bit, and it's really fucking heavy. But as soon as you place your hand on it, it swings at you with its claw, and it just kind of like swings at you like it would swing at a fly, and then it turns back and looks straight ahead again.
Shit. I'm gonna dash back.
Alright, after you dash back, it just ignores you and continues to look ahead.
Shall we just
What?
pass it?
Yeah, I was gonna say we try to move past it. Doesn't seem interested in us.
Okay. Well, if y'all want to pass it, you can go first.
Let Bubble Butt go first.
Aren't I the one paying you guys?
This is true.
I say, you pay me to mine. This ain't nothing about mining.
I'm not getting paid anything. We're getting paid?
I don't know. We haven't worked it out yet. I'm saying that out of character. Not in character. Like, I don't know if you guys are getting a portion of whatever you mine, or whether I'm giving you some money to mine, or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not in this for the money, and I start walking ahead.
Me neither. I follow her.
Okay, so they walk ahead. Do they get shot?
All right, so you guys walk ahead and nothing happens.
Yay!
A dragon.
I look at Chris and I shake my head. You gonna let the women show you up? Way to go, fish boy! And I just walk right after them.
Meanwhile,
Says,
as
the
we're
women
walking
to show
ahead,
me up.
as Ina and I are walking ahead, we just fist bump.
Yeah.
All right, you guys know you're walking in darkness, right? Because all the lanterns are behind you.
I don't care. It was still awesome.
All right. So as you guys continue down this tunnel, you finally see some light up ahead,
And
you see on the light you see about half dozen people unloading supplies from the train that just went past you.
Are they armed?
Every single one of them is armed.
Are they white?
What kind of supplies are they moving over? Can we
You
tell?
can't really tell from where you're at.
Okay, I'll go back into sneak mode and I'll see if I can try to get closer to get an idea of what they're doing.
There's a lot of steam coming out from the train itself, so the area is kind of like foggy, quote unquote, but it's like steamy rather.
So you said, wait, just to check. So you said that Gatling gun that that robot had or whatever is the same as the one I have?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what do you guys do? Are you guys gonna sneak towards them or what?
I'm gonna try.
I'm actually
No,
encumbered because of this thing.
So you're basically in the back of the train right now. So up ahead you see them unloading from the train itself, and then you see a couple of like tents and stuff set up along. And up ahead you kind of see just like a wall, or rock face. Actually, no, you don't see a rock face. You see the tunnel go down further.
See how many people there are?
6.
Six people unloading and loading?
Guys,
Can I see what they're loading yet?
before we start sneaking over, guy's gonna blow out his lantern.
Okay, yeah. So guy's lantern is out.
I guess I'll blow up mine too.
Great, now I can't see.
Okay, as you guys get closer, so the first thing you notice, Dutor. Actually, let me check over. Okay, the first thing you notice, Dutor, is beyond them, the train. You see further ahead, and you see an even larger camp. And up ahead, you see dozens of people walking around.
So Dutor's just thinking to himself, "This is a goddamn city down here." Do I see what they're loading and unloading?
Oh yeah, and you do notice that they're unloading dynamite.
Dynamite. So you hear like the mouse on the wheel on Dutor's head just kind of squeaking along as he's thinking about this. Dynamite. They use dynamite for mining. Would they use dynamite to mine Ghost Rock? That doesn't make any sense. So then I just kind of sneak back to the team and I kind of tell them like, "Hey, they're bringing in loads of dynamite. There's a damn city in here."
That's what he says to you guys.
Is it still loud?
Yeah, it's fucking loud as hell.
So, and what
Did I
you say
see?
again? What'd
Did I
you say
see any Chinamen down there?
Not from where you see. Yeah, you don't see anyone.
I said the tunnel. It still goes deeper, right?
Yeah, it goes deeper, and it goes. So what? Basically, the tunnel goes deeper, and then it widens up, and you basically see a tent city beyond them.
Do they have? Did I notice like any like markings to differentiate one from the other, or did they just look like normal folk? Like, can we walk around and they won't know us, kind of deal? Do I know that?
I mean, you see dwarves, elves, people walking around.
Yeah, but do they have like uniforms or logos or something that can
No.
identify them?
No, they're not. They don't have any.
Okay. So I tell them my theory. I'm like, I think they're bringing in people from all over to do some kind of project down here. Let's be careful, but I think we may be okay to just walk around.
I say we go in.
I
And we
kind
test
of
that.
want to stay away from those guys with the guns.
There's the lady carrying the minigun.
Oh yeah, that's why. It's like I got a fucking minigun. Hey, let's welcome this
Yeah.
person carrying a minigun.
So the tunnel that goes deeper, where all the explosions going, we pretty much have to go through the entire camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I say we go.
yeah, I say we try to like. I mean, we just try to blend in and see what happens.
Oh yeah, Chinese one's gonna blend in.
Well, maybe we can sneak into one of the tents and get more information.
I have a streetwise skill.
Yeah, so we just kind of like bluff our way out of it. So I'll put my gun. I mean, I never had my gun out. Well, actually, I put my gun out. I did have my gun out, and I'll pull out my pick. You know, pretend like I'm here to work.
All right. So are you guys gonna walk in, sneak in? I'm getting conflicting.
Can I? Is there like? Can I stay behind and watch and see how they are when they go in there?
Yeah. I mean, you can. It's just, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna
Let me
stay
know- tell
behind
me.
and watch and see how they react to those guys going in there.
Okay. So you guys are walking in there.
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
walk
I'm
in.
I'm walking. I'm walking in.
I'm staying behind.
I think I'll stay behind because I think I'll stick out like a sore thumb as well.
Okay. So, Dutor is by himself.
I'm going
I
in
just-
too.
Dutor and
Dutor
Dr.
and Doc-
Dash.
I guess Guy too.
Guy.
You know
Chris,
what
what are you
they do?
doing?
I'll sneak in after they get in.
So you're gonna go off to the side and sneak in, and then May's gonna stay behind, and Eno's gonna stay behind.
His leg's still fucked up.
No, it's fine. His legs completely cured.
Oh, okay, because it's still up. It's still shaking. And -1.
See?
He's still got a wound on the combat. Okay.
There you go. All right. So, go ahead and roll me a sneak check, Chris. Are you gonna sneak into one of the tents?
No, I'm just gonna sneak past the armed people.
Into the city? It's gonna be a little bit hard sneaking into the city because there's just so many people there. Unless you just stick to the tents and stuff.
I'm just sneaking past the armed people. I'll meet up with whoever went in.
After you go past the armed people, you're gonna be in the city. The tent
Yeah,
city.
that's fine.
Okay. So as you guys are walking towards it, you notice some of the people look up, they see you, and then they kind of just like they turn and they look at one of the other guys in the group, and you notice this guy has like a scar across his eye, and he looks like he's the most veteran of them all. But they continue to keep moving the dynamite off the train. And that guy with the scar in his eye puts down the dynamite, walks up to you guys. And he says, "Who goes there?"
And I just point my pickaxe, and like at me, and I go, Dutor Boulderfist, and this here is my counterpart. What's your guy's name?
Dr. Nash.
Dr. Nash
Guy,
and
Guy.
Guy McGuy. New recruits called in from specialists called in from what company is this?
Wasatch.
Such.
Wasatch. New specialists called in from Wasatch to help with the project.
All right. So while you're saying this, Guy McGuy, you notice that he kind of just like he's got like a rifle on his back, and he's got a 6-shooter on his side, and he's kind of like relaxed with his arms to his side, like kind of on his hips, and one of them is just like relaxed on his pistol. But you know, for some reason, you know this guy knows how to use that weapon. And he speaks up and he says, Charlie Bill. And he kind of like nods to you guys. He says, I don't remember us getting any new recruits from Wasatch.
I say, well, you know how the big boss wants it. He wants it now. So here we are, here and now, ready to get work done. You dig?
Harlan.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, we're waiting for you.
Oh no, I was rolling something. Yeah.
Oh.
He kind of looks at you and he's all like, are we talking about the same boss here? Because that doesn't sound like him at all.
Well, more like one of his underlings. Look, I'm just here to do my job. Are you gonna let me do it?
He scoffs and he says, all right, Shorty. I don't know who hired you, but your acting's pretty bad. Tell me who you really are before I put a bullet between your head.
Bullet? I got a pickaxe here. Just trying to do my job. Do I see that he's making the threat real?
All right, you know, you can't tell. You can't tell.
Okay.
And he says, all right. What company are you from? And how did you find us?
Do I know that? Do I know of any of the smaller companies that Wasatch like hires out?
Check your smarts. No. In fact, you didn't even know Wasatch was a company.
Chris, you're a freaking businessman. Try and speak up.
He's not even there. He's
Never
sneaking.
mind, Chris. Don't shut up. You're all the way back
Yeah, he's
here.
being a sneaky fish.
Let's see. Maybe
We know Chris's company.
I lost track of where.
I was going to say, does the doc or guy, can they make notice check? See if they can help me roleplay this situation out.
I was going to just say Chris's company.
All right. All right. Doc and Guy. You guys don't know any companies, really, that you can think of off the top of your head that would make sense to say here because they're a mining company. But what you do know is that they're a business, so they're not necessarily like bandits. Think of that as what you will.
Wait, what did you say? They're a business, but what?
They're a business, so they're not like fucking. They're not like shoot to kill kind of people.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, all right, you caught us. We weren't sent here. We're just trying to make a little bit of money, and we thought that we could get a job here.
The guy kind of like thinks for a little bit. And he says, "How many of there are you?"
There's 6 of us.
Oh, you fucker.
Does that count 3? Where the rest of you at?
They are waiting to see what happens to us. They're scared.
All right. He gets more relaxed and he says, "All right, come on. I'll have you meet the boss."
I just kind of turn to the doc and I just kind of pat him on the back. Good job, Doc. Time to make some money.
All right. So do you guys reveal yourselves? I'm talking to Ina, Chris, and May. Because you guys are the ones that are hidden.
Okay, so actually, yes.
I guess we'll go.
See,
Okay.
I'm kind of wary about going into like new places, into like different towns. So I'm just gonna try and like cover my face as much as possible.
With your minigun?
No, with like I do have camouflage fatigues, which you said did count.
Okay. So you're gonna put on your, because that was for whatchamacallit? That was for disguises, right?
Yeah. And
So you're gonna go and put on your disguise right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so May's doing her makeup. Ina, do you just reveal yourself?
My camouflage fatigues. I'm just painting my face or something like that.
Yeah.
She has a mask, but like, she'll remove it for now.
Hey, can I borrow that for a second?
Alright, so you guys come out.
Yeah,
Ina
okay,
comes
here.
out, covering her face, and May looks like, I don't know, May, what do you look like? An ogre? I don't know how you're disguising yourself.
So I have I have like kind of like a scarf around my face, kind of Shemagh style, like covering my nose, and then like my eye, I kind of like grab some dirt around me and like soot or whatever, black stuff, and like threw it around my eyes.
Okay. So you look like you haven't slept for a year.
Yeah,
Alright, so you guys all reveal yourself, and he says, "Oh, come on then." And so you guys enter the tent city, basically.
Yay, we penetrated Tent City.
You're welcome.
And then what?
All right, so you guys, when you enter the tent city, you notice two people run up to you, and they're like wearing pretty fancy clothes, and they got like those what are those hats that are like rounded on the top? What are they called? Derby hats. They have derby hats, and they run up, and they're all like, "Hey, new faces in the city! Let's take a picture." And so they one guy holds up a light thing, and the other guy has his camera out.
I just stand still for a while for that.
Not these ones. These are powered by Ghost Rock.
Oh, okay.
You're like temporarily blinded after you.
Yeah, but you think it's every time the flash happens, you hear the howling of the damned, and then you're all blinded for a second. So they
I
take
should
a.
get my mask then.
Does everyone gonna be on this picture?
Yeah.
Not me.
So while
And
he's thinking,
you have like a second when they pop up. What do you do?
yeah. So I
Chris
put
isn't gonna be in the picture.
I put my pickaxe on my shoulder and I kind of pose.
All right, you can't just not be in the picture, but you can turn away or something if you want, Chris.
Yeah.
Because it's so fast.
I guess I'll turn away.
All right.
Same here. Ina will like try to block her face from it.
I
Put my arms over Dator.
And I got this big goofy smile on my face.
And then what about Guy?
Guy doesn't know what that is, so he's just gonna have a dumb look on his face.
All right. So basically, what happens is they go. You guys do all those things. He takes a picture. Guy, you're blinded, and you're just like ah, and you're just like rolling on the floor, and then they leave.
All this bad shit happens to Guy.
Roll for eye damage.
Guy,
Property
you're
damage.
panicking for a second, but then you realize you're fine.
Oh, is it because he's never taken a picture? Is that why he's blind, or is it like
Yeah.
Oh, also,
You
we're
know
not
what he
looking
was
at
looking
it, are
at.
I guess God will be like, what the fuck was that? First a shot in the legs, and then a shot in my eyes.
I get to see Guy just like after the picture, he just grabs both his heads are in his eyes. He's just looking at this guy going ah.
Yeah. Oh my
and the tour goes, Guy, calm down, quit acting like a baby. It was just a picture.
Who did I curse for the target practice comment back at the train?
That was him. It was Guy.
That's Guy McGuy.
Was it Guy?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh god, so the curse is real.
So he's like, ah. And so they take a picture. But the people who are not showing their face is just two 2 people. And May, what were you doing? You were disguised, right? But
was
you weren't
kinda like-
hiding yourself.
Yeah, I was kind of like tipping my hat down.
Okay, so only actually 3 of you are complete. You see, basically see Duger in his pose, Doc with his arm around him, and then Guy with eyes wide open right before the flash.
I give Ina a fist bump.
And then before the photographers leave, you hear them over say, "Man, the Los Angeles Times are gonna love this." And then they walk off, and you hear shit. Where did I put my notes?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I know. I was being made.
Where's my notes? Oh my God, where did I put it? No. Oh, there you go. All right. Okay, so Charlie Bill says he smiles as the reporters leave, and you hear him under his breath say, "Damn reporters."
Who hears that?
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie says that. You guys hear him. He's not actually super quiet about it.
Right, so if they're reporters, this obviously isn't an illegal operation.
No, it's not. There's reporters running around.
So now what?
All right. So as he continues to walk to the city, he says, he says, we're actually on inbound to Los Angeles in this tunnel. I'm assuming you guys know what we're doing here.
Not completely.
Alright, he says, you know what? He looks at you guys. Have you guys had something to eat yet?
Did we eat the stuff we gathered, or did we just gather it and
You
wait
guys
for
just
later?
gathered it.
Oh, well then no, we haven't eaten.
Alright, so he brings you to a fairly large tent, and it's a lot quieter here now. You guys can talk normally. And a fairly large tent, you see a bunch of people, they're drinking, and they're eating some kind of slop. And then he sits you guys down, and he says, "Here, this one's on me." And he kind of like, he pulls out some ghost rock, like an ounce of ghost rock, and he pays with it to the bartender, and then they bring out some food for you guys. And what you notice is that while the beer and stuff is super high quality, the food itself is like slop and gruel.
Guy's gonna ask the guy, hey, does your food spoil quick?
He grins at you. He says, "Welcome to California."
So that's a normal thing?
He says, "Damned hell if I know. Ever since they sighted that damned horseman of the apocalypse," he does quote unquote, "food's been spoiling super fast on the West Coast."
I'm already eating.
Yeah, Detour has no qualms. Fucking eat that shit.
You guys are eating
He-
slop.
He kind of, so Detour's eyes kind of lit up when he saw that he paid for it in Ghost Rock, so that leads him to believe that this is a Ghost Rock mine.
All right, everyone, roll a vigor check.
I was going to bless my food first.
All right, everyone eats the slop except for Guy McGuy and Dutor. You guys gag while you're eating it. It's so fucking nasty.
Like, you call this food? and I pull out. What do we get? The bugs from the poop.
I had worse.
No, just say you guys got rabbit or whatever.
And I pull up the rabbit. Is there a place I can cook?
Charlie's eyes like brighten up. He says, did you just kill that?
And I go, out of my way, Madling. Let the tour show you how it's done.
Alright, so everyone's like, oh my god, this is like actual fresh food. What about you, Guy? You're gonna whip out yours?
Yeah, I'll whip mine out too, and I'll get my skillet.
We're talking about food, right?
No, they're
Yeah.
talking about their penis.
So me and Guy are gonna whip up some our freaking spicy McRabbit special.
I still finish my food, like rule.
Alright, so while they're cooking this up, Charlie Bill, which is the guy who brought you there, he says, so you guys have no idea what we're doing out here.
Well, you got a lot of explosives, so you're blowing something up.
He kind of laughs. He says, well, yeah, we are. I like this guy. He's simple.
But won't there be a problem if you blow up any of that? What's it called?
Ghost Rock.
Ghost rock.
Well, the thing about Ghost Rock is it's kind of like whether you want companies care about whether it'll explode stuff around it. It's highly explosive, but it is the fastest way to mine Ghost Rock. But that's not why we're here. And then so after he says that,
So after he says that, Detour's just like kind of shocked. He's like, "You're not here for Ghost Rock?"
he looks at you and says, well, in a sense. And he points towards the railroad that does go between the camp. You know how far this railroad goes? He waits for a dramatic pause. It goes from here to the East Coast.
I kind of dropped the spatula that I was holding. And it's like, holy tarnation!
That's a long railroad.
He says, damn right.
How long will it take to get to Los Angeles from here?
From here, he thinks about it for a little bit. I'm gonna say another week. Once we get the railroad up and running. Although, there have been collapses in the tunnel. We're still trying to stabilize it. But this, gentleman, is a product of Dr. Hellstrom. And he kind of like gestures to like the whole area. There's Dr. Darius Hellstrom, that crazy bastard. He wants to connect the East and the West Coast with one giant underground rail system.
Is he here today?
No, he's in Los Angeles right now.
Is there a way up and down?
He says, don't worry about that. I mean, it may, Dr. Hellstrom will think about that plan later, but one thing at a time. This long tunnel. Can't you see how good it is?
And then Detour just kind of jumps in. He's like, I see. This is a grand thing you guys are doing here.
Yes, indeed. That's why this is about the Ghost Rock. But this is only the first step of his master plan.
Well, we still need to get the wagon and the mules.
Alright, man. How you guys gonna lure that down in the hole? I mean, I guess you could. Is that what you say?
Well, I mean, they're Christopher, so whatever he wants to do.
I'd prefer not to leave our stuff behind.
Do you tell this to Charlie?
That I have stuff?
Yeah, that you left behind.
I guess, if he has a way for us to take it with us. I also need to find out if there's water I can lay in for at least an hour a day.
So then, I kind of talked to him about how we got there. I'm like, Charlie, we've come from a long way. Myself, I've come from the East Coast. And what you're doing here, I think is spectacular. I could go back home, see my. Never mind. But on the way over here, we were attacked by some Apaches. Damn near destroyed us and killed us all. But we managed to escape and found ourselves here. Now, we left our stuff at the top of this rock. Is there any way we can get that down here?
Says, we could. Unfortunately, we can only help fellow companymen. And he kind of like glances at you guys. We are hiring though.
And I look at him and I go, shit, sign me up.
I need to find out about the water.
Yeah, we have water for you, bro. That's what he says.
Okay, just checking.
No, you're fine. Yeah, there's water here. Chris, what do you say that he's trying to hire your employees?
Less for me to pay.
Hey, I'm not agreeing to any of this.
Alright. So, let me just get this straight. Chris, you're not gonna say anything, you're just like, okay, so these guys are unemployed for me now?
I don't know. If they're gonna get paid by somebody else, I mean, they're obviously gonna give that somebody else the ghost rock, so...
You know you're a businessman. You might want to talk to whoever's in charge about being a possible investor.
I could do that.
You could. Are you gonna...
well,
So, what are you saying?
yeah, sure. Let's do that. Find out who's in charge, and maybe I can invest a little.
Do you tell this Charlie guy that you are looking for investment? That you are a business owner?
Yeah, what do you say?
Sure, I'll tell them I'm not looking to get hired. I'm looking to... I don't know. Do they do stock? Like, how would you invest and get your money back?
Not stock, I would say... I don't know. How would you want to do this?
Shares?
There's no shares or anything like that. Like, maybe you can talk to the business owner, maybe partner up. Maybe you could be a company underneath him. I don't know. How you want to do it. It's your company.
Yeah, no, I don't want a company under somebody, but I don't know how to invest. You're trying to ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you can start a trading business with this guy. But let's not go too into that. Let's just say you want to, I guess, try to partner or something. I'm not sure exactly what you're going to push for, but you can talk to the business owner and see how it works out.
Sure, let's just do that.
Okay.
Guy's gonna ask about the terms of the contract, because we came out here to get rich. But if we find that ghost stuff, are we gonna be able to keep it, or does it all go straight to the company?
He claps his hands. He says, "That's the best part. You're a company man, but it's not the same as working at a bank or some such. You work under our name, but basically the way it works is we will provide jobs, and whether you choose to take them or not, it's up to you. And so that also means whatever you get, you keep for yourself."
So any treasures we find on the way, we get to keep.
Yeah, Dr. Hellstrom is more interested in his pursuits than he is about money. I know that guy has more than enough money for himself to deal with anyways.
Okay, I'm in.
So at this time, as he finishes that, I guess I'm finished cooking the McRabbit sandwich, and I just kind of let's settle this over. Was it lunch or dinner?
Yeah, lunch. Let's just say lunch.
Let's settle this over lunch in a glass, and I kind of just plop it down, and to get rich.
Nice. All right, so you guys start feasting real food, and while you guys are eating, Chris is in a bathtub so he could heal himself with water. And so he does say this though while you guys are eating. There is one condition though. He says, "I'm afraid I'm gonna have to have you keep you in our protective custody until we get to Los Angeles." And he said it shouldn't take more than a week. We just can't let word out just yet until our tunnel is complete, because if we already let it out, we'll have every rival rail gang in the West descending on us like flies on cow patties. He says, "Don't worry though, you're safe. We've got a couple celebrities with us, so you can bet we're well armed." He says, "Who?" "Well, you know that fella earlier with the derby hat? He's the assistant of Lacey O'Malley. She writes all them weird tales. I could introduce you guys when we see her later."
Do I know who Lacey O'Malley is?
Everyone knows who Lacey O'Malley is. She's a very famous reporter.
And what's the guy with the hat name? Derby hat.
He's the assistant. Just call him Carl O'Brien. They're all Irish.
What's it? Lacey what?
O'Malley.
That famous writer?
Yeah. Chris is lockpicking the air.
And what it? Okay, so Lacey O'Malley, she's a famous writer. So they're fighters.
No,
I'm
they're
assuming
not.
she writes. Okay,
That's
these are
not
celebrities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tombstone Epitaph is their news thing. That's what it's called.
Tombstone Epitaph.
Yeah.
Epitaph. Okay.
So basically, he's telling you guys, in order for not, because this project that Hellstrom is constructing is a railroad from the east to the west coast, but he doesn't want it to be revealed just yet because his competition might do something to it.
Okay.
And we
So
should probably
I stopped.
tell him about the hole in the ceiling.
What's his dude's name? Is Carl?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Oh, the other guy.
The guy's talking to us.
Oh no, the guy you're talking to is Charlie.
Was that Charlie? Was that the same folks that just took our picture just now?
He says, "Yes, they're from that newspaper."
Dude, what can I get a copy of that picture so I could send it back to my, have it mantled over my home, back east.
Give it a week. It'll be all over the place as soon as we get to Los Angeles.
Well, all right.
Oh, all right. So what happened?
What is it? What is this location called?
What is
Did we just call it Tent Town?
Tent Town. All right. So we'll end there on Tent Town, since it's already midnight. And so the last things I'm gonna say is that you guys are going to prepare to get on a train on its maiden voyage to complete the trip. So that train that almost killed you guys was the first maiden voyage from the East Coast to the West Coast, which is almost done. So once it hits there, then this rail line is going to be completely open from East to West Coast, supposedly.
So, are we going back to get our donkeys or no?
Oh, so I'm going to say that they went and got your donkeys and stuff. They brought it back down. The hole in the roof is oddly disconcerting, but they have no time to finish that because they want to finish their maiden voyage, quote unquote, of their first train. Just something to keep in mind. So, alright, so that's going to be the end of the session. The next time we start, you guys will be traveling to Los Angeles. And also, everyone gets 3 experience points.
Yay.
Alright?
Drake can't get 4.
You want that 1 extra experience points, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Just that 1 extra experience points. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give you guys 4 experience, because it's gonna be a while since we play again. And what experience are you guys at, Ina and Doctor?
I'm at 7.
7, 6. I'll let everyone vote on this. Do we wanna keep Doctor and Ina the same, even though they didn't play last session?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right, let's give you everyone's 10 experience right now.
Oh, just add 10 experience?
No, just
10.
you're at 10. Yeah, don't add 10. You're at 10.
Means
You'll
that's
probably
2
have to
levels?
explain how the leveling up thing works.
Yeah. I'll let someone more qualified. I'll let Gino explain.